SCP-4495 is called A God for Pigs. I'm not really sure what this is about, but the thumbnail looked very creepy, and it reminded me of the way pigs are portrayed in a lot of horror themes with people with pig masks. You've ever seen those horror, those red rooms or torture rooms where these murderers or these I guess you could say anonymous killers or torturers have these masks on that, or like a pig mask? That has got to be one of the most horrifying things that you could possibly see, man. It is something that really, really strikes terror. So I don't know if this has anything to do with that, but it is really, really cool looking thumbnail, and we're gonna react to it. This one's by the Vulcan guys. Make sure to subscribe to him. Subscribe to me if you like reaction videos, and give me a like on the video. Let's get into this one.
Good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon.
My name is Dr. Miller, and the SCP we're going to be looking at today is
Keter class.
SCP-4495.
So really hard to
class,
contain.
Keter. Threat level, yellow.
Okay.
Following the regular implementation of Procedure 610 Sinclair, SCP-4495 has achieved sufficient ectoentropic stability and is no longer considered at risk of instigating an NK-class scenario. Legacy containment procedures are kept on record in the event that 610 Sinclair is no longer viable. Special containment procedures. Relevant personnel are to execute Procedure 610 Sinclair on a daily basis, and maintenance personnel are to inspect SCP-4495's containment chamber on a biweekly basis.
So a crazy ritual?
SCP-4495 is contained inside of a three-tiered cell, each tier separated by a grated floor. SCP-4495 resides on the top tier, strapped into an alcove in the southern wall. SCP-4495's stomach is positioned at an acute angle with respect to the floor, allowing SCP-4495-1 to immediately fall through the grating upon generation. To prevent the buildup of stuck instances of SCP-4495-1, the grating is to be sprayed hourly by a series of built-in pressure washers. The top tier is to remain refrigerated in the interests of reducing miasma. The middle tier contains a combination grinder and incinerator.
Like
instances of SCP-4495-1 are forced into the machine through a funnel, emerging from the bottom as a temporarily inert paste. This process takes under 10 minutes.
Okay.
The bottom tier contains implements required for Procedure 610 Sinclair. Should Procedure 610 Sinclair become non-viable, SCP-4495-1 paste is to be pressed as thinly as possible, vacuum sealed, and stored in Site-56's provisional storage wing.
This sounds gross.
Relevant personnel are to read Document 4495-610 at the nearest opportunity.
Alright.
Description.
Tell us about it, please.
SCP-4495 is the partially decomposed corpse of an unidentified cryptid. Superficially, it resembles a bipedal pig, clad in regal wear, reclining upon a throne. However, closer examination reveals that the throne, figure, and rudiments all constitute a single immobile organism, comprised of keratin, bone, and skin.
That's nasty.
SCP-4495's ventral torso has ruptured. Periodic contractions along its abdominal cavity continuously forces instances of SCP-4495-1 outward. Instances of SCP-4495-1 superficially resemble porcine intestines. SCP-4495-1 are animate and behave in a manner roughly analogous to pythons, with the exception of extreme aggression in the presence of animal life.
So these things are literally pig intestine looking snakes?
While instances of SCP-4495-1 can be damaged normally, they will reform if given enough time.
So they regenerate too.
Exposure to high temperatures delays this process, but does not halt it entirely. SCP-4495-1 can only be permanently destroyed through application of Procedure 610 Sinclair.
Alright.
Document 4495-610. Analysis of SCP-4495-1 and details of Procedure 610 Sinclair. Analysis of SCP-4495-1. The following is a full-scale analysis of SCP-4495-1, authorized on 26/08/2008 by Director Agatha Drummond, and primarily conducted by Drs. Rivka Yarkoni and Daniel Gums. This study was taken under the following assumptions. Number 1, that SCP-4495 was either related to or intended to resemble a member of the Suidae family of animals. Number 2, that SCP-4495 could be considered alive, dead, or inanimate, but theories which claimed inanimacy must remain exclusive from ones suggesting a biological
intimacy. I was about to say, don't
Number
you
3,
dare
that
put
if
that in my head.
SCP-4495 could only be considered alive or dead, SCP-4495-1 was related to or intended to resemble animal intestines.
Yeah.
Number 4, that SCP-4495 ran the risk of causing an NK class gray goose scenario if a method of permanently destroying SCP-4495-1
so I would
was
think that
not
it's just
developed.
like
As stated in SCP-4495's description, SCP-4495-1 resemble porcine intestines. However, instances of SCP-4495-1 are variable in shape and size to the extent that, assuming SCP-4495-1 functions as a theoretical living instance of SCP-4495's intestines, SCP-4495 as a species would either have possessed a theoretically infinite number of vestigial digestive systems or a radically variable diet between individuals. SCP-4495-1 was initially subjected to several rounds of chemical testing. Initial reports concluded that SCP-4495-1 was chemically inert. However, as such a conclusion would necessitate the usage of anomalous disposal methods, the Pepper Protocol was invoked and chemical testing was to be continued for a period of 1 week. On 02/09/2008, junior researcher Malcolm Johnson violated quarantine protocols when he vomited on his respective batch of SCP-4495-1. Novel chemical reactions were immediately observed.
Oh God!
Details of Procedure 610, Sinclair. 1. SCP-4495-1 paste is cleansed of grime through a food-safe cleaning mechanism. Number 2. The resulting paste is then reheated over a period of an hour at 400 degrees Celsius. Number 3. Paste is separated into a series of measured portions depending on the culinary attitudes of the Foundation. Number 4. Portions are to be fitted with fake casing.
Oh no!
Number 5. Portions are to be served to Foundation personnel on standard diet plans in lieu of pork.
Oh no!
6. Unsold portions are to be fed to D-Class personnel as part of URA 2677's Containment Procedures.
God!
Number 7. Uneaten portions of SCP-4495-1 are to be filtered out of Site-56's waste disposal system, thoroughly cleansed, and retreated with Procedure 610, Sinclair.
No!
Extensive experimentation shows that SCP-4495-1 is culinarily similar to common pork.
Culinarily?
Superior nutritional benefits and lower levels of cholesterol and saturated fats.
Oh my God,
this,
it's
in addition to
healthier
its
for
longevity, SCP-4495-1 treated with Procedure
610
Sinclair does not decay and will remain inanimate for approximately 2 weeks without additional heat treatment. Most importantly, in addition to providing a better ratio of caloric content, consumption of SCP-4495-1 produces virtually no waste matter.
It doesn't make you poop?
A significant portion of SCP-4495-1 is essentially annihilated upon digestion. Mass implementation of Procedure 610 Sinclair is projected to save a significant amount of money on culinary expenses.
Oh my God!
Disinformation efforts are underway in the form of increased sanitary regulations.
This is gross.
Well, I think I can speak for all of us here at the Foundation that was absolutely disgusting.
Yeah.
But that concludes today's lecture. Thank you for listening, if indeed you still are, and you are all dismissed.
Oh my God,
Goodbye.
dude. There's a cow that generates infinite beef, Big Charlie. That's borderline, okay? That can, if y'all really worried about hunger and stuff, that's borderline. This man is nasty. God. Just the way they explain it, still. I don't even want to talk about it. Guys, I hope y'all enjoyed this one. Make sure to subscribe to the Vulcan. His gross ass videos. Subscribe to me if you like reaction videos too, and give me a like on the video. Thanks so much for watching. As always, this is Zueljin signing off, and we'll see you next time. I'm gonna brush my teeth. God.